What's up guys? So in this video we're going to go over my exhaust setup because I get a lot of questions about it. So I pulled the headers off to do a few things, so I figured this is a great time to go over all that. So before we get into this video, if you haven't seen my PSI conversions video, make sure to click the link above, watch that. There's a discount in that video, so if you're ordering from PSI Conversions, you can save some cash. So I am using Patriot exhaust products. I've ordered these headers off Summit Racing. They're, I believe, for an S10 LS swap, but they fit in my frame rail and they fit around my stock steering column. So this is what I ordered. It's working. So but I got some blue RTV, and then I figured I'd upgrade the ARP studs because the stock studs are known to crack and break, and I really don't want to deal with that. So these were only 30 bucks off Summit as well, so that's a cheap investment. We're gonna do that. These did come with a paper gasket, and it didn't seal very well, so I'm gonna do the blue RTV. This stuff's meant for exhaust. I went ahead and I blasted all the paint that comes on. It's real cheap and not that great, so I sandblasted it off, and then I also I had the flanges surfaced so to make sure they're all even. When you actually sat this one on the counter, it kind of wobbled back and forth, so surfacing it makes it all nice and flat and a solid mounting, so it's all even when you bolt these things up. I did the same with these, so everything is surfaced and ready to go on the truck. So I got the surface all prepped, cleaned it, scraped it, made sure it's nice and clean, and now we're gonna put some blue RTV on there. So while I was in here, I noticed that some of my wire loom is melting right here due to the exhaust being so close. So I have some heat sleeve here, kind of just cut it in half, put it over it, and then I'm gonna just safety wire it together just to protect it a little more. There wasn't a gasket on this just because I had it mocked up, so it might have just been throwing heat towards it due to not having a nice seal. So, but put some heat sleeve over it to protect it, and then put these headers on. So a little fun fact, if you ever get ARP bolts or anything kind of like custom made, they put some kind of lubricant over them. So it's always a good idea to spray these things off with brake cleaner or put them in a part washer and clean them, get all that whatever they use on there off, because it actually will gall up or kind of just doesn't work with Loctite, whatever. So just clean these off before you use them. So I have a solvent tank, so I cleaned them in the solvent tank, and now they're ready to get anti-seized and stuck in the block. Alright, so one side done. The paint's not that great. Probably pick a better paint next time because we have to take these back off again to add a V-band here. Just not gonna have time to do that right now. So we're just gonna continue using this flange style. But the whole rest of the truck is V-band and stainless, except for this little piece right here is not stainless, it's aluminized. So yeah. Got some good clearance on this side. Once this thing is up more, it'll be off the frame a little better. But yeah, this side's done. The other side is much tighter. So this side's gonna be a little tricky, but we will get it done. So as you can see, this side is very tight. I am still using the factory steering column, but you can see that I deleted the factory Ford Ranger rag joints and I went to this universal joint. All this stuff came from Summit Racing. That is my quick overview of my current header and exhaust setup on my truck. The stuff, you probably noticed things are dirty, and that's because I actually drove the truck. So that was exciting. We went close to 100 miles out of Dove Springs and shook down the truck. Everything was good. My exhaust worked really well. Sounds badass. The headers are tight on the frame, but nothing rubbed, nothing was hitting. Everything seemed to stay in place, which is awesome. So my only complaints with the headers are the paint sucks and the flange. They're not like flat flanges. It's kind of weird. They're like welded flanges. So I just had them surfaced, and so they're nice and even. And then I sandblasted it, and then I painted it, and now it's currently on the truck. So we still have to add V-bands at the collectors, so we will do that here shortly. But I just wanted to show you guys how my exhaust is set up and give you an actual like in-depth look of it, because I get a lot of questions on it, so that's hopefully going to clear all that up. I am running an X-pipe with all stainless exhaust setup, and I'm running 2 MagnaFlow mufflers out the rear, and the combination sounds really awesome. It's very loud. Helmets were very nice in the desert, so we can, and of course we had rugged stuff so we can communicate and hear each other. That was awesome. So if you guys want to see the next video, which is going to be tuning it, so that'll be coming up next. So make sure you guys subscribe to check that out, because that is going to be exciting. So I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe. See ya.